it's funny you talk about looks and how important they are, right? So Andy, when I see his face, I cannot help but smile. His face makes me so happy and gives me so much joy. I would not change his face. But what was that?
I love you so much. I can't stand it. I really can't.
Well, that's just the truth, Andy. And something I wanted to ask Dr. Amron concerning Andy and plastic surgery is...
I'm not getting what? What are you going to ask him?
What I was going to ask him is our wedding is coming up soon. Okay.
Wait.
And I want to look perfect.
I'm not getting plastic surgery.
No, not you. Not you.
What? Here's what I would get. Tits. You want me to get some tits for you?
See, but this brings up an interesting point, though. This is the difference between men and women. Men generally aren't focused on it so much, and you don't necessarily want a guy who's focused on it so much. Women, I think, are a little more connected to the source in whatever that means, and look more so at the internal person. And so you can look at a guy like Andy that is less than perfect. And if he was a woman,
I was on a show called
and you find him perfect. But the reality is, and this goes back, before social media and all that stuff, men do judge things a little bit more on the physicality of things. I mean, let's be honest, right? And I think women know that. And I think that's why women get caught up a lot of times in terms of paying attention to those things a little bit too much.
So there's so much pressure, doctor. I just want to tell you about this pressure that I'm feeling right now. So after the show, I'm taking Andy to the Ivy. Okay. And I know that somebody might take a picture of us. And unless I spend 3 hours editing that picture, I know it's not going to be something I like. Right. So is there anything that I can do before, my wedding? So that way, no matter who takes a picture of us, I could look perfect in every picture. What would you do to make sure that happens for me?
Oh, you mean stuff I do?
Yeah, like what can I do? So I saw an interview with you, and you said that people that come into your office, you don't want them to say, okay, can you fix my nose? Can you fix my eyes? I want a boob job, whatever. You don't want them to say that. You want people to come into your office and have you decide what they do. Is that right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. So if I have a wedding in June, so June 30th is my birthday. I want to have my wedding June 30th. And I went into your office. What can you do so I can be perfect by the time of my wedding? That's what I want to know.
Okay. Well, the first thing I would say is, and I don't have to tell you this too much because you are very good at it. You're able to kind of like sort of disconnect and just be yourself and be free. So the first thing I would advise anybody, men or women, is try to like just get out of yourself, get out of your head, be yourself, because that's going to come across much more importantly than exactly how you look. So that's the first thing, right?
Really?
Yeah, really. I really think so. If you had a lot of self-consciousness about yourself, it's going to start inhibiting you, and it's going to translate on camera. It just is. So, you have somehow mastered that ability, because even though it seems like you still pay a lot of attention to it, you're very kind of loose and free, and that's a great thing. And that makes you attractive. It makes you have charisma. And that is even picked up by a still photograph and definitely, things like video, right?
Yeah. I say what, actually it's funny because I've met a lot of guys that they're not the best looking guys in the world, but they have so much confidence. Either they're confident or they're funny, and then all of a sudden they're hot.
Right.
So yeah, there is more than just physical looks.